You know, throughout my vast years of living in this world, I've had memories, and some of those memories involve playing Pokémon, with its electric mouses, celestial dragons, and all them guns. Gah! But now that I am a man of culture, my tastes have changed, they've evolved. I want something different with my monster catching adventures. And if you persons sitting at home have the same opinion, well, I got the game for you. Because say hello to Palworld, a game that brings out everyone's inner Napoleon. Want to strap an AK-47 to a 2-foot-tall monkey? You can. Want to fight epic beasts of legend? You can. Why are you running? Oh no. Want to fire cute penguins out of a damn rocket launcher? You can. Alright, penguin. Teach this man a lesson. And in this video, I have 100 days to capture every single Pokemon, I mean pals, and conquer every single tower boss. So, let's get started. And here we go, boys, day 1 of our new adventure. Doing what everyone else does, I spawned in the starter area, and then I said screw this, and went backwards. Why? Because I'm a renegade. I don't play by no rule book, and there was a chest back there as well. That gave me some nice loot. Once I made it out of the castle, I picked up a rock and leveled up. I mean, what can I say except I'm just that gangsta! Using my newly required technology points, I unlocked some essential items, made a primitive workbench, and a club. Now that I had my first weapon, I began my quest to establish dominance over this land by beating up this Captiva and capturing it. Like a true trainer. Gotta let them know who the real alpha is, who really runs this island. And what better way to get that respect than to strip the local environment of its resources and build a base. Once the initial base was built, I spent the rest of the day making some improvements. I also went around and caught as many pals as I could to add to my workforce. Then I made some pal beds so my new workers don't start a revolution on me, and made a ranch so I can get some of those farm fresh eggs. And to finish off the day, I made me some of that fresh cloth drip. The morning of day 2 was spent doing your typical survival game grinding, whacking some stone with the help of my Captiva. You see that, Lamball? That's how you be useful, instead of just walking around like a sim NPC. Everything was going exactly how I wanted it. That was until my base got raided by the Pal Inquisition, or more specifically, Lee's Punks. And this right here is where I had my first big brain plan, because why defeat the Pal when you can capture the Pal? Which is exactly what I did by capturing 2 of these wannabe edgelords. I mean, just read this man's Pal Dex entry. Practically screams jabroni. Only thing he's good for is making me some arrows for my adventures. That is until I get sidetracked and decide to work on my base some more. I also made some berry farms so my pals can grow their own food, but there was just one small problem. None of them were good with planting, but I just so happened to know of one such pal that is real good for planting. Before I did any more pal catching though, I made a stone and wood farm at my base so I can have infinite stone. Then I made a campfire and leveled up my base so I can have more paid employees. Yes. That's what I mean. I then spent the rest of the day catching more pals, like this Fox Sparks, which kind of reminds me of a certain creature, and a Melpaka. And buddy, if you spit on me one time, you're going in the box with Lamball. This capturing spree continued into day 3, when I encountered the standard member of Gen Z, Depresso. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy kinda gives me the same kind of vibes as Squidward does after a long day at the Krusty Krab. Has that raw hatred for life look. Naturally, I captured it because this Pal Dex isn't gonna complete itself, now is it? At base, I made myself a common shield and captured a brand new pal, Daydream. Have no idea what this boy is dreaming about. Can't be anything good though with that look it's giving me, but it does give me something to ponder as I continue working on my base. All the base work I've been doing got me to level 9, which allows me to craft the Melpaca saddle. Before I can make the saddle though, I first had to craft the POW gear workbench, and once the saddle was crafted, I hopped on Melpaca and began a killing spree, because I need me some of that sweet XP. I also used this time to explore more of the starter area, capturing some new pals like this Hoocrates, looking like it's about to drop some of that ancient wisdom right on my noggin. Then I captured more pals like this Pangolin, this really cool looking deer that I refuse to say its name, a Celeray, and the best pal ever conceived, Thwack. Hey, got another pal! In the early hours of day 4, I stumbled upon my first true nemesis of this game, Tombat. I wanted one of these guys on my team because I heard rumors of how these guys are real good in the art of mining stone. And if I want to become the champion of pals, I'ma need this guy on my team.
360, ooga booga booga!
73% chance. Get in there. Yes. Yes! It was worth it! Yeah, so that's not what I wanted. I wanted something that can mine stone faster, damn it, not sit on the couch and order Uber Eats. So now that I was thoroughly disappointed, I just went back to traveling around with my Melpaca, discovering more of this beautiful land and catching some off-brand Pikachus, which led me to find my first tower boss. Since I was nowhere close to being ready to fight the tower, I returned back to base and made the Statue of Power. Then I crafted a crusher so I can get some Paldium fragments, a basic parachute, a furnace so I can get me some of that metal, and captured another screw it. I'm just gonna call you Deer, okay? I started off day 5 by making more pal beds for my future employees. Then I got some metal cooking thanks to my boy, Foxsparks. I then fast traveled to this small settlement where there was a merchant I could buy leather from. Have no idea where he's keeping his infinite leather and questionable needles, but I ain't complaining. Back at base, I used the now smelted metal to make me some nails, which I turned into a high quality workbench. This nifty little structure allows me to craft the next tier of weaponry, like this metal pickaxe and a bunch of other fun stuff that I have yet to unlock. What I could craft though was this pelt armor to upgrade my defenses and make a Daydream necklace. What this does is allow my Daydream to fight alongside me, even if it's still in its circular home. I also used this time to make my deer saddle. Then I spent the rest of the day chopping down some trees, made some cooked eggs to get me some of that protein, brother. And once it was nighttime, I set out for an adventure. This adventure led me to capturing another deer, and I also found my first dungeon. These can be found randomly throughout the map. In the higher level the dungeon, the better loot you can get as well. You can also find unique pals in these dungeons as well, like this mutated seafood platter, Kilomari.
I swear to God, no!
There's also these rocks that you can mine to get a solid chunk of Paldium fragments, which is very appreciated. Further into the dungeon, I found Meowth's long-lost cousin, but the real prize was finding this big boy penguin. Because of its ice typing, Foxsparks absolutely murked this man, and I was able to capture the chunky boy. For my efforts, I was able to open up some chests that had some nice loot, and once I left the dungeon, I continued my adventures and found a syndicate camp. These knockoff Team Rocket cosplayers are scattered throughout the map, and as the God-fearing, freedom-loving man I am, I had to give these boys the business. With the Syndicate camp thoroughly liberated, I was able to free this cute little plant creature, and back at base I upgraded my weaponry by making a crossbow. When it was nighttime, I captured this cool looking dire howl, which I never used, and to finish up the day, I captured 2 more tombats. On the morning of day 7, I restocked my fried egg supply, then I fast traveled to the Syndicate Tower to continue exploring. My travels led me far and wide, and by that I mean I traveled around 30 feet away, where I found myself a Capriti, which just so happened to have the planter skill I need, but more importantly, I found the mother of all metal nodes at the abandoned church. Let this be a lesson to you, my friends. The Lord always provides. After unlocking the fast travel, I continued my exploration, capturing more pals like this Tansy I've been searching for, and this cute little Kelpsie, which got me to level 16, baby. Back at base, I got the Caprity to start planting me some seeds, and made a sphere workbench so I can craft some of the higher tier pal spheres. Then I made a mill so I can start crafting flour, farm some metal, and started building some base defenses. I started off day 8 by crafting some mega spheres, and while crafting them, I got raided by the Free Pal Alliance. Oh my gosh, I'm getting raided by Super PETA. So once I got done dealing with the PAL police, I made a respectable 9-3 arrows, because it was time to fight our first true alpha boss, Pen King. And since I got an electric type on my team, this fight should be no problem. I gotta take out his minions. Take out the little penguin dudes. Keep on the move. Damn it! Okay, so might have gotten just a bit too cocky. But as they say, second time's the charm. Okay, new plan. Spark it, you're getting replaced by Jolthog. Deal with it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The morning of day 9 was spent doing some typical base chores, mining some stone, smelting some metal, and mass catching every pal I could find. Because catching 10 of every pal is the best way to get some of that sweet XP. This current strategy got me to level 18, and after making a cooking pot to rank up my base, it was time for round 3 against the King of Penguins.
Tasty.
Come on. Come on. Ball.
What the fuck?
Yes! Woo! And that is how you take down an alpha boss. And it only took me 3 tries and a bunch of power leveling. But it was worth it because not only do I have myself an alpha Pen King, I got some big plans for this boy. Another big plan I have requires another pal I have yet to capture. No, not you, Floopy. It's Robin Quill.
The One Piece!
This roided up Marvin the Martian has a unique set of skills that I need for future plans. So what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna capture this man, no matter how many spheres I have to use. Get in the ball. Yes? Just get in the ball. Please. Yes! After that successful capture, I continued looking for more Robin Quills because of that special plan I have. My search ended up taking me to the ancient ritual site, where there ended up being a lot more Robin Quills. And because of my recent success, I tried to capture another one.
What the dog doing?
And this is why we can't have nice things. Looking at you, Gale Claws. You just had to get involved, didn't ya? So, after taking some time to process what just happened, I made 28 Megaspheres and went around catching everything I could find to try to satisfy my growing anger at this game.
You better stop!
But this did little to satisfy my vengeance. I needed to take down something bigger for that. Something like my first tower boss. So let's take on our first tower boss. Let's do it. Foxparks, you're up. 30,000. Oh, what is he doing? What are you doing? Oh! Burn him! Burn him! Burn him bad! Oh, you did! Oh! What move was that? Oh, he wants me. They want me. Help me, Tombat! Help me! No, Tombat! Foxparks, get back here! Oh, he just got wrecked! Oh, hello there. Oh, hello there! Oh, dude, we are doing so good on time right now. I didn't even realize she's halfway dead. Keep pouring it on.
Why won't you die?
I'm gonna aim a shot right at Zoe. And I missed. I missed. I missed. Now I'm gonna die. Oh! Help me! Help me! Oh, that was... Yes! Woo! And that's what I'm talking about, boys. The first tower boss taken down. And I wasn't even nervous at all. Didn't even break a sweat. And now that I defeated my first tower boss, my master plan can start coming together. First step though is to make a breeding farm for my pals. Gotta get them romantic feelings going. Right after I moved my base, because I didn't have enough room to place it. Since I was moving my base over one Minecraft block and giving it the good old Patrick Star treatment, I figured I might as well give it that fresh stone upgrade. Once everything was remodeled, I was finally able to place down the breeding pen. Then I made some egg incubators and started hatching a large dark and scorching egg. Day 12 started off with me hatching my first scorching egg, which gave me this cool looking Arsox. Now this is the kind of boy I needed on my team. Has that rip your face off kind of energy. While waiting for more eggs to hatch, I farmed some metal at the abandoned church, and after hatching an electric egg, I set out for more exploring. I ended up finding another dungeon, and after making my way through it, I found the dungeon boss, which turned out to be a Vixie. And I'ma be real with you, this was lightweight, baby. So after I grabbed my loot from the chest, I spent the rest of the day exploring more of this beautiful land, capturing more pals along the way, like this Alpha Chillet, and as many Ether Deers as I could find for that special plan I have. And to finish off the day, I fought another Alpha pal, Catris.
Tasty.
Oh, I may have made a mistake. Help me! Come on, Incineram, hold strong. Ooh! Help me, Jolthug!
Got you, homie.
Go Robin Quill. Oh, what did you do to her? You like rooted her. Ow. Not my brightest move. Not my brightest move. Jolthug, I choose you. Ooh, ooh.
I've got you in my sights.
You have terrible aim, Robin Quill. Come on, just get in the ball. Yes! Yes! Oh, thank you. In the early morning of day 13, I hatched another large scorching egg, which gave me a Bushi. Would have been more excited for it, but that passive skill? Ooh yeah, ooh nah, no thank you. So with nothing else to do, I explored more of the bamboo forest, which led me to find this cute looking sheep, and when I captured it, it gave me some high quality pal oil. Don't know where it came from, but honestly, who cares? But you wanna know what I really care about? This here Van Wyrm. Now this is the kind of weapon I need on my team. I mean, it's a damn fire-breathing dragon. How can I not want it on my team? Capturing the second Van Wyrm got me to level 21, which gave me its saddle unlock, but more importantly, a musket. Now that is the kind of weapon a real American should need. God, that was terrible. So, terrible joke aside, I spent some more time at the bamboo forest, capturing more bronc cherries and Van Wyrms because I was looking for the runner trait, which gives me a fat 20% increase in speed. Unfortunately, none of them had it, so I went back to base and made the weapon workbench, made this here flame cauldron, and made the Van Wyrm saddle. I started off day 14 by replacing Fox Sparks with this here Bushi, and speaking of Bushi, there just so happens to be an alpha version of it, and if I want to become the true champion of Palworld, I gotta show this boy who's boss. We'll start off with Jolthog.
Tasty.
Oh, he sent that at me. Oh, I gotta be a lot more careful. No! Oh my gosh, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, so that didn't end well. Thankfully, I got that main character energy. It can just respawn in. So, after getting my stuff back, it's time to... Robin Quill, you're at a major disadvantage, but I just need you to do something. Oh. We're whittling him down. Oh, I have to do a stupid sword move.
Be gone, son!
Oh! Yes? Yes! Well, that went better. What can I say except I'm just that good? With this newfound confidence, I was able to capture this here serpent, and when I went back to base, I repaired all my tools and made 29 pieces of gunpowder because it was time to get me that musket. I started off day 15 by doing the typical base chores, mined some metal, and crafted 21 gigaspheres because I wanted to capture more Robin Quills. I was mainly trying to get one that either had the runner or swift skill because I want to start enacting that special plan I mentioned. So after catching a total of 10 Robin Quills and losing half my sanity, I was finally able to get one that had a decent skill. It may not be the speed skill I wanted, but we got them muscles. Now I just need one more pal to complete my master plan. For that creation, I needed to capture myself a speedy deer, but the game had other plans and gave me one that's aggressive. I'm trying to create a creature of pure speed, game, not Brock Lesnar. I spent the morning of day 16 making more gigaspheres. Then I fast traveled to the ravine entrance to try to capture me that speedy Van Wyrm. But as usual, all I got was disappointment. So in order to brighten my mood, I fought another alpha pal, and thanks to my boy Robin Quill, this alpha pal was lightweight, baby. Now if only getting that fast Van Wyrm was that easy, because I swear if this keeps up, they're gonna be making signs saying save the Van Wyrms with how many I'm catching. Apparently the game noticed this as well and sent these two Peter Griffin looking dragons after me, but because I'm a pro gamer, I captured them as well. After that was done, I spent the rest of day 16 just flying around and exploring the map, catching some new pals like this Univolt and this shiny Lymph Monk. Come on. Yes! When I returned to base, I built a fountain that is supposed to help my water pals, well, water things faster. Then I did some more metal gathering, captured more Robin Quills, and farmed some electric pals because I'ma need those electric organs for later. Once I was done, I continued exploring, which led me to the big man himself, King Pekka, coming in at a whopping 1,100 pounds of pure raw mass. This chunky boy is without a doubt the largest fight I've had so far. Unfortunately for the big man, his his large size did not stop me from catching him, even with him busting out the 5-star frog splash. So with the king of the furry llamas defeated, I returned to base, hatched a large electric egg, and made 36 jam-filled buns. Day 18, I set out on an adventure with my new Univolt, capturing new pals like this Dinosaur, but don't get too excited because like most of the pals in this game, I never bother using it. I also captured this here Woolly Pop and tried to catch another Van Wyre. Oh my gosh, I finally got it, and it only took me 20 tries, but I now got myself my speedy flyer. And my luck only continued from there because I was able to capture myself a deer with the swift trait. My plan is coming together beautifully. Now that I don't have to worry about mass catching deer anymore, I returned to the ravine to fight a Jurope for that sweet XP, and once it was captured, I spent the rest of the day gathering more metal and made some fluffy pal beds. I started off day 19 by making myself a hip lantern so I can finally see more than 3 feet in front of me. Then I got 180 course ammo for my boys to craft and went on an alpha pal capturing spree because Papa needs his XP, so buddy, get in the ball. Another thing I needed was some stronger pals, so I hopped on my Van Wyre and began heading south towards the lava biome. The trek to the lava biome took most of the day, and when it was almost nighttime, I finally arrived. This is where all the big boys hang out, the salty splatoon of the island. Thankfully, I got myself a speedy flyer, so I can just avoid all the danger. Just gotta keep an eye on that stamina. Speaking of stamina, once I landed to regain some, I found my first huge scorching egg and a level 31 Fanglope. Yeah, not messing with that one. Day 20 was a day that I got humbled on, because while exploring the lava biome, I ran into a certain someone. Yeah, so I'm not ready to fight that. Hell, it took me 20 days just to get a flyer that can go 13 miles an hour. How do you expect me to fight a level 50 legendary dragon? So, after being firmly reminded where I stand on the food chain, I spent the rest of the day flying around collecting all the eggs I could find, opening up some chests, and when it was starting to get dark, I teleported back to base and started hatching up all the eggs I collected. Once day 21 started, I went right back to the lava biome because I really wanted to find myself a huge dragon egg, because from my sources, and definitely not Google, you can get something very overpowered from these eggs. And speaking of overpowered, while searching for a huge dragon egg, I found this guy. Oh yeah, nah, no thank you. I'll just stick to searching for more dragon eggs. You just stay right there, level 49 Blazemut. Please don't beat my ass. So, after getting thoroughly humbled for the second day in a row, I continued my search for the elusive huge dragon egg, but as usual, I found nothing. The only saving grace of this adventure was me finding this giant statue that kinda reminds me of a certain creature. Day 22 was pretty much the same as day 21. I just spent it flying around, failing to find a single huge dragon egg, and got some meh loot. I did return to base to hatch some of the scorching eggs I collected, which gave me this cool looking fire horse. I also got this Nox from a large dark egg, but who cares about this emo cat when we got the Chad fire horse? Okay, so I'm not gonna bore you with day 23, because just like the previous 2 days, I spent most of the day flying around looking for a single huge dragon egg, but all I got was disappointment and scorching eggs. So many scorching eggs. The only real highlight I got was getting these 2 Blaze How Nox from the eggs I collected. So positives? I started off day 24 by making some cold resistant pelt armor. Gotta get ready for when I adventure into the snow biome. Don't want to end up freezing midway there. But on my way to the snow biome, I saw another alpha boss dungeon. And well, who am I to say no to such a challenge? Oh, this is gonna be a tough fight. I'm gonna stand behind this pillar. Ow. Jeez, you are strong. Reload, 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 reload. Ow. Getting the ball? Yes! You know, I was expecting that boss fight to be a lot harder. I say that, but I was quite literally burning alive during that fight. Either way, that's another alpha pal taken care of, and for the rest of the day, I hatched more scorching eggs, built a silo to help raise gathering speeds, and made myself a makeshift handgun. On the morning of day 25, I got some flower crafting, then I hopped on my van wire and started to explore some new lands. Not even 10 minutes into my adventure, I found myself another alpha pal, but at this point, this Nightwing is lightweight, baby. Barely broke a sweat. Further along my adventure, I found myself in a desert-like biome, where I was able to find this here dig toys. Once it was captured, I continued exploring, and found the mother of all coal spawns. So after farming all the coal I could carry, I returned to base and made myself a PAL condenser. I started off the morning of day 26 by capturing another Bushi. Then I did some flying around and found this Cognito. And I can safely say, this is a 10 out of 10 design. Has that Roadrunner certification right there. Once I was able to capture the speedy boy, I continued to explore the north side of the map, which led me to the toughest alpha boss I've faced so far, Beacon. Go Quivern. Do something. Oh no. Why is there so much stuff in the way? I can't dodge right. This is intense. Get in the ball. Please get in the ball. Please get in the ball. Yes, please. Yes! Let's go. Okay. That was hard. And here I thought Quivern would last more than 10 seconds. So, once I was able to calm myself down, I teleported to the small village to sell some items, and spent the rest of the day farming metal. On the morning of day 27, I got to work hatching more scorching eggs. Then I traveled on over to the Alpha Pen King fight for some of that easy XP, found another dungeon, and the boss at the end of the cave was a Fwack? Well, it's not the most exciting fight, but it gives me XP, and these chests have some real nice goodies. Once I left the dungeon, I continued flying around, which led me to finding this boy. And I'm definitely catching this guy. It wasn't easy though, because the big boy kept breaking out of every single sphere, until I finally caught it with my last hypersphere. God, I'm so good at this game. Before I headed back to base, I ran into another alpha pal, and once it was captured, I returned to base to cook some fried eggs with my boy Reptrio. Day 28, I had my first encounter with the black market dealer. Most of the pals he was selling I already had, except this Patilia, but since I haven't beaten the alpha version yet, I decided not to buy it. Back at base, I decided to break into the next tier of civilization by making myself a power generator, and also the sphere assembly line. This bad boy will allow me to make the next tier of spheres necessary for capturing the big boys, but sadly I couldn't do any crafting yet because I was short on cement.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Feeling down, I decided to go on another adventure, which led me to find one of the wildlife sanctuaries. There are 3 of them in total scattered around the map, and each one has a certain selection of rare pals you can capture. The one I went to was the easiest out of the 3, having nothing but penkings and a earth deer. Sadly though, there wasn't anything too exciting there, so after leaving the wildlife sanctuary, I found another dungeon, which led me to find this strange alien creature that kinda reminds me of something. Yes? Yes! Oh! When it was morning, I found another Alpha Pal, which turned out to be a Bronze Cherry. To keep things real simple for you, this battle was the real-life version of an atomic bomb versus a coughing baby. Once it was captured, I returned back to base and started to hatch even more scorching eggs because Papa needs his XP. I also made a stumping axe to help raise those wood gathering speeds, and made a production assembly line. Once it was crafted, I got to work making 190 cement because I wanted me some of them hyperspheres. I also had my fire pals making some cake for that special plan I have, and went on another metal run. While it was still nighttime, I traveled to the ancient ritual site because I wanted to capture a Hell Zephyr. Why? Because they look cool, and that's enough reason for my smooth brain. Sadly though, I couldn't use it until I was level 33, so I returned to base where I had 2 cakes ready to go. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm gonna be doing some pal breeding, and the way you get pals to breed in this game is by having them eat cake. Sugar Rush is a hell of a thing on this island. One of the main ingredients in cake though is honey, so my Van Wireman and I negotiated with the local Sinnoh to give us all of their honey. As we were collecting honey, I noticed that I still haven't fought the Flower Guardian yet. And, well, there's only one way to fix that. Just like with the Bronze Cherry fight, my Van Wireman laid the smackdown on this sentient houseplant, and after a successful capture, I decided, why not fight another alpha boss? Go, Van Wireman. No! She body blocked me! Excuse me, game? What was that? Okay, I'll admit, I got a little bit too cocky with that boss fight. So, let's try this again one more time. Help me, Catress. Oh! Yes! Oh, suck it. Well, wasn't that a fun boss fight? Once I returned to base, I upgraded my equipment by making a Giga Shield, then I made some gunpowder, and captured some new pals like this bee guard that body blocked me 3 minutes ago. Then I captured a Masanda, and fought another alpha pal, War Sect. And let me just say, this guy looks awesome. Add in the fact that it's an absolute tank, and I wasn't leaving this arena until I got this guy on my team. At least that was the plan, until I ran out of pal spheres and was forced to kill it. Alright. On the bright side though, I am level 29 now, which means I can now get myself a pistol. Like most things in this game though, I was gonna need to farm more metal, because making guns and ammo costs so much metal. When I wasn't making ammo though, I got my Eekthirdeer and Robin Quill breeding, so I can make the fastest pal alive. Ironically, I was gonna have to wait a bit before I could see the ultimate creature. So in the meantime, I spent most of the day farming more metal, and when it was nighttime, I fought this Masanda Lux. For the most part, this fight was pretty simple, except when it knocked out my Quivern, and when it started to fly. You know, that's not even the strangest thing in this game. Once it was captured, I returned to base to heal up Quivern, and hatched the common eggs I got from the 2 lovebirds. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Banglobe, the fastest land pal alive. The only thing left to do is just make it saddle, and by God is this thing fast. So with one project completed, I began working on my next plan, which involves getting Penking and Bushi breeding, because from my vast knowledge, and definitely not Google, these two can make something real strong. So after sleeping the night away and waking up on day 34, I got my first huge rocky egg. I guess you can say it was a solid start to the day. You You get it? Because it's a rock. Unfortunately, I was gonna have to wait a long time for this egg to hatch, so in the meantime, I made more fluffy pal beds and went on a little pal catching expedition for that sweet XP. Ooh, that's a cool guy. So that was time well spent. Really gonna have to start thinking about fighting that tower boss soon. But for now, I decided to head on back to base and start hatching some of the huge rocky eggs I collected. Wait, flying high... What? Really, game? Really? Couldn't go 5 minutes without throwing a raid at me. Well, joke's on you, because I got hyperspheres, baby.
I swear to God. No! No!
With everything back under control now, I upgraded my base security by putting down some stone walls and fast traveled to the ocean because it was time to explore the desert. As you can imagine, there wasn't a whole lot going on because, well, it's a desert. I was able to catch this Rayhound and Robin Quill Terra though, which got me to level 30. Man, this desert adventure is going really well right now. Everything is so nice and peaceful. Okay, so I'ma ignore those two and just keep on exploring. No reason to tempt fate yet. I like living. Living is fun to me, just like how capturing more pals are fun, and getting skill fruits that allow me to shoot lasers. Laser! Oh. When the sun rose, I decided to go back home to base and hatch those huge rocky eggs I left incubating, which gave me an Anubis, one of the most powerful pals in the game, and it's also really fast at crafting. Now if it could make restocking my metal supply faster, that would be great. Maybe having only just one is the problem though. Maybe I just need to hatch more Anubises? Anubi? I don't know. The only thing I do know is that I really need to start focusing on leveling up. And the best way to do that is by capturing every alpha pal I could find. In the morning, I was treated to the gift of having my base raided again, but my team and I were able to expel the heathens from my land. With my base secured now, I was feeling a little adventurous, so I spent some time flying around, catching more alpha pals, harvesting metal, and hatching this thick, scorching egg. All this grinding was starting to get a little boring, so I had the idea to spice things up a little bit by paying an old friend a visit. Alright, Anubis, let's see how quick you can take him down.
What the dog?
Oh, wow.
Watch out!
Go, Anubis.
Tasty.
Oh my God!
Well, that was easy. I kind of like easy boss fights, especially when one of my pals does 500 damage. With that boss fight completed, I really didn't have anything else planned, so I just flew on back over to the sanctuary to see if there was any cool pals to capture. Alright, if you can survive this darkness laser, you're joining the team. Yes, you can. Yes? Yes. What are you? Alright, you got a weird hitbox. I gotta hit you like right on the head. Getting the ball? Yes! Yo! Look at this boy. You're gonna be mine. Oh! Alright, you're a level 20, so this should have good effect on you. Woo! Yo! Grisbold! Yes? Yes! Grisbold! When I got back to base, I got some metal smelting, sold more items, and paid a visit to my dear friend Patilia. Ah, the joys of friendship. After the fight, I did some more exploring, ran into a second Yormuntide, just gonna ignore that one, and farm some Surfant for their PAL fluid. Then I freed this Malchrist from the clutches of tyranny, and found this shiny rock. When it became morning, I returned to the War Sect boss arena, because I'm not leaving this arena until I capture it, no matter how many hyperspheres it takes. When I made it back to base, I let my team heal up a little and made the weapon assembly line, which allowed me to level up my base. Once my team was healed, I took on another Alpha Pal, and after giving it the old flamethrower treatment, I was able to capture it. Hope you enjoyed seeing me catch all these Alpha Pals, because, buddy, you're gonna be seeing a lot of that. Go Anubis!
I got you.
You missed! Alright, 35% chance. Come on. Yes. Yes! There we go. Oh, well, hello here, high levels. Dark laser! Yes. Yes! What are you? A Yormuntide? Oh, you're scary. You're scary. You're freaking me the hell out. Oh, this is gonna be a long, long fight. Oh, damn! No!
Oh, what the fuck?
Go Anubis. Oh gosh, he's getting cooked. Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes! Yeah, go Patilla. You... I don't know what you're doing, but you keep doing it. Hey, Suzaku. Go, Aqua Burst! Come on, Anubis. Lay down the pain. Yes! First ball. Level 34, let's get it. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh no. Alright, Yormuntide, I need you again. Mamorous Crystal, eh? Ow, I saw that at the last second. When I got back to base, I got to work upgrading it by making these improved furnaces, which allowed me to start making refined ingots. Those are going to be real important for later. I was also able to make the Beacon saddle and started assembling a team of my strongest fire types because it was time to take on my second tower boss. Now, I don't think I'm taking a huge gamble by bringing only fire types because, well, the boss is in the snow biome, but I have been proven wrong plenty of times before. So, with that being said, let's get this over with. Yormuntide, you're up first. Distract her.
Be gone, son.
Big damage. Oh, big damage. Oh, no, 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 no. Dodge it. Dodge it, Yormuntide. Keep melting her. We're a minute down and she's almost halfway. Alright, switch up. Pyro knock. Damn. Oh, damn. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good, but I don't have a lot of ammo. Oh, that's... Oh my gosh, that thing nukes her. Oh, come here. Oh, I love that animation, dude. That looks so good. Yes, fire tornadoes. Yes. Come on. Do that giant spirit bomb thing. Or, you know, just breathe fire. That works too. Ow! Oh, yes. Dude, that did big damage. But you also poisoned my guy. Come on. Ooh. Yes! Let's go. And that is Tower Boss number 2 taken down. Only got 3 more to go and a ton of grinding. Yay! To start the grind for the 3rd tower boss, I placed down a PAL box by these coal nodes, so I can just teleport back and have a continuous supply of coal. Then I bought some flame organs from the merchant, farmed more metal, and made some refined metal ingots so I can make a refined metal pickaxe, which means I can now mine metal twice as fast. While farming metal, I caught some random pals that were wandering around the church, which got me to level 35. At base, I got more refined ingot smelting, made some polymer so I can craft some circuit boards, and made the sphere assembly line Mark II. Once the sun was out, I made more fluffy pal beds for my workers. Then I made a refined metal axe and crafted 31 hyperspheres. This is when I realized though that my pals had a fear of stairs apparently, so I moved the assembly line to the outside of the base, which seemed to do the trick. Needing more coal from refined ingots, I fast traveled to my coal outpost to farm some. Then I farmed more metal, got more refined ingot smelting, and picked a fight with my next door neighbor, which I don't think he was a fan of. At base, I grabbed the hefty amount of carbon fiber I had the boys craft for me, so I could make 68 Ultra Spheres, which were extremely expensive. So expensive that I had to go on another metal run just to restock my supplies. Then I made a Hellsifer saddle, bullied the Alpha Mammarist again, and when it was nighttime, I caught all the Hellsifers I could find. Then I went back to base to restock my food supply before going out on another pal catch an adventure.
Tasty.
Hello there.
Get over here!
Alright, level 35, so I should probably use an Ultra. How are you hitting me all the way over here? How far did those seeds go? Go, Pokeball! Damn it. Go, Pokeball! Oh. Yeah! Oh, Musanda. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. Yes! Alright, well, you're gonna die.
Man, I'm dead.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, hell yeah. Go! Yes! What are you doing? Yo, new boss! New boss! Yes!
Oh, what the fuck?
What the dog doing?
There we go, look at that, first try. At base, I stored away some of the polymer I've been crafting, and using the 109 PAL fluid I gathered, I was able to make 1,000 cement. Since it was going to take a long time to craft, I did my usual routine of mining coal and metal, and found a new Alpha PAL. Like most of the non-boss fights in this game, I was able to easily bully this chunky boy, and now I have myself this weird grass man. Needing to resupply, I went back home, which is when I noticed that some of my pals were stuck on the roof. How did you even get up there? Moving on from that, I teleported to the lava biome to catch more Ragnahawks, because from my vast wisdom, these boys are apparently real fast. So after spending most of the day catching any and all Ragnahawks I could find, I went back to base to make it saddle, and yeah, I'd say he's pretty fast. Only way to make it even better was to feed it some innocent pal souls. Ah, Mother Nature at its finest. Speaking of nature, if I was gonna do any of the tougher boss fights, I was gonna need to upgrade my armor. So using some high quality cloth, I was able to make the refined metal armor. Then I made more carbon fiber, more pal beds, crafted some ultra spheres, formed coal and metal, and made some refined ingots. Needing a break from grinding, I was able to find a new alpha pal to fight, and after bullying it with my Anubis and catching it, I spent all of day 60 mass catching every single pal that I could find. I know this is starting to get a little repetitive, but this is the way I have to do it. So after catching all the pals I could find and grabbing a thick frozen egg, I went back to base and made this rare refined metal armor. I don't know when I got the schematic for it, but honestly, who cares? The only thing that I do care about though is making more room in my pal box. Luckily, I had an easy fix for that, which was to sell them to the black market dealer. Nothing could go wrong. When I got back to base, I crafted more ultra spheres, restocked my metal supply, and grabbed my strongest ice types, because if I wanted to defeat the tougher bosses, I was gonna need something strong, something powerful, and what's more powerful than a water dragon? Alright, we got him down 1,000 HP. Mammoris Crystal, go.
Get your ass back here, boy.
Yes? Come on, give me another wiggle. Yes! Yes! Well, that was fun. I love getting stressed out. It was worth it though, because I now have this absolute unit on my team. Sadly though, I won't be able to use its true power until I'm level 45, so you know what that means? More pal catching. Yay!
Hello there.
Alright, we could do this. I think.
360 ooga booga booga.
You got this, man. Do your Kamehameha attack.
I got you, homie.
That's not the Kamehameha. No, 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 no. Woo! Why is there an oil can here? Who tried to light you on fire? Come on. Yes!
What's up?
Yes! Let's try out the shotgun.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're gonna do this. We're so gonna do this.
Be gone.
Oh, and we hardly got... Oh! Okay.
What the dog doing?
Wumpo, stop T-posing on the man and do something. I have to try. If I try, let him feel you. Yes! Alright, let's see how quick we take this guy down. Wow.
Surprise.
Dude, Anubis is the MVP.
360.
When I returned to base, I was greeted by the nice gift of having another raid. I love having my base raided. It's so much fun. Once that was taken care of, I quickly farmed some coal and made the Grizzbolt minigun, which took a long time to craft. Hopefully, it's as good as advertised. Okay. That's awesome, and he's only going to get stronger the more I level him up. And as you all know by this point, the best way to level up is by catching pals. So for the rest of day 72, 73, and day 74 was spent catching every pal that was unfortunate to cross my path. Speaking of pals, after I purchased more shotgun ammo, I assembled a new team of strong boys because it was time to fight my third boss fight, the Tower of the Eternal Pyre. Hopefully I'm over-preparing for this fight, because if I'm not, oh, things are gonna get rough. Oh, this animation is aw- Oh, I am so boned. He's an electric type. Nubus!
Yeah, boy.
Oh, what is it? What is... Alright, Menace Sting. Do something! Reload, 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 Anubis, do something! Dude, this fight is intense!
360,
No! Oh! Oh, what is he doing? He's preparing something! Oh, dodge those. Yes! Woo! And that's how you do it, people! Third tower boss taken down, and I barely broke a sweat. To celebrate this victory, I maxed out Yormantide stats by feeding it a steady diet of pal souls. Then I spent some time flying around, catching some pals, which led me to the third wildlife sanctuary. And unlike the other two, this one had a lot of boss pals. Now I did set a rule for myself earlier on in the video that I can only capture boss pals that I've beaten. So using those flimsy set of rules, I was able to capture myself a Lylene, but more importantly, I was able to capture this absolute unit of a pal, Shadowbeak. After catching the Shadowbeak, I spent more time at the Wildlife Sanctuary catching more boss pals, but I soon had to leave the sanctuary because after catching this Orzhirk, the pal police were on me, and they were relentless. It didn't matter how far I flew, they would just keep spawning. So, I accepted my fate like a man. Kill me, Well, that was fun. Can't dwell on it too much though, because I gotta start getting ready for the fourth boss tower. One of the ideas I had was to farm alpha bosses, so I tried fighting this alpha Anubis, but let's just say things didn't go so well. Oh damn, dude, he does so much. Get me out of here now. Okay, so I'm not ready to fight that. And based on those flimsy set of rules I mentioned, until I'm able to beat the Alpha Anubis, I can't use the one I hatched. I didn't let this setback get me too down though, because as they say, when there's a will, there is miniguns. Once I finished capturing it, the game decided to glitch out on me and spawned in another one. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but it's still a little weird. What isn't weird is me catching more pals for XP, because I haven't done that enough already in this video. My pal catching led me to another alpha pal, and without my boy Anubis, this fight was real difficult. I mean, I was able to capture it, but that was rough. Just how like grinding for XP in this game is. I'm sorry if my complaining is starting to get a little annoying, but you haven't seen anything yet. When I got back to base, I repaired my gear, hunted down Mammoths for their high quality pal oil, crafted a ton of nails, and made 10 circuit boards so I could upgrade my assembly line. With my base work completed for now, I went around and fought all the alpha pals I could find for some easy XP, and after mining all the pure quartz I could carry, I returned to base. I made more ultra spheres, farmed more resources, and when it was morning, I used all the pal fluid I collected to make 330 cement. Since it was going to take a long time to craft, I teleported to the lava biome and completed another dungeon, which gave me this assault rifle schematic. And oh baby, am I gonna have some fun with that. So with my inner Luke Goblin satisfied, it was time to get down to business. And that business involved fighting an Alpha Blazemut. Dude, Menace thing almost died and... What the... Oh yes, big damage, big damage, big damage. Woo! Woo! Come on, please. Yes! 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 Okay. That was stressful. I admit, I did cheese it just a little bit, but that doesn't matter now because I was able to beat the alpha version. Before I went back to base, I finished catching some Pyronox for some easy XP, and once I returned to base, I started crafting a modest amount of Paldium fragments, and began constructing a mining base to help make farming metal easier. With my metal needs now taken care of, I went over to the desert village to buy more ammo, fought the Alpha Suzaku again, and found a thick dragon egg. To help hatch it faster, I crafted an electric heater, then I spent some time leveling up a Relaxaurus, and checked in on my mining base to see that it wasn't working. I tried fixing my problem by adding a Reptile Ice to the team, but it was terrible at mining. So I tried using a Mammoris, but wouldn't you guess it, it was also terrible at mining. Since my mining base was bringing me nothing but disappointment, I did the usual routine of catching every pal I could find, especially these Relaxaurus. When I was done, I returned to base and collected some high quality cloth, made more Ultraspheres in polymer, and a grappling gun. As night was approaching, I spent some time catching pals, and when the sun rose, I farmed more metal. When I got back to base, I got more ingots smelting, and spent the rest of the day catching more pals. I know. Shocker, isn't it? I did craft this assault rifle using the schematic I got, and when it was morning, it was finally crafted. I did run into a problem though, because I wasn't a high enough level to craft the ammo. So to solve this problem, I teleported to the desert village to buy some, and after paying a visit to the Alpha Suzaku, I went back to the lava biome and captured another Alpha Blazemut. Back at base, I upgraded my defenses by placing down these metal walls, and addressed my need for more polymer by farming Mammoris for their high quality pal oil. Now with my supplies fully restocked, it was time to fight one of the last remaining alpha pals, Astagon. Normally, I would feel a little nervous about fighting something that's damn near level 50, but how bad can this guy really be? Oh no. What is he doing? Oh, it's just that. Get away from me!
What's up?
It's all RNG right now. Come on, game. Come on. Don't make me have to kill you. Yes! Yes! Yeah, so... that happened. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy I captured it, but it cost me so many Ultraspheres. After that fight, I just needed to unwind for a little, so for the rest of the day, I just went around and captured more Alpha Pals, which got me to level 44. After that, I kind of just mindlessly went around the map catching more pals, farming pal fluid, and made 700 cement. If you couldn't tell by now, the grind in this game was starting to get to me. So to change things up, I had Astagon start mining stone and added Shadowbeak to the team. With my team almost completed, I sold the nails I've been making to make a fat amount of coins. That money was going to be very useful for buying ammo. But for now, I returned to base, crafted more polymer, and started making the Relaxaurus missile launcher. And let me just say, this was well worth the resource investment. Speaking of resources, I needed to restock my polymer supply, so I teleported to the desert village to buy a thick amount of pal oil and crafted some polymer so I could start making some electric forges. And that's quite the upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, I flew on over to the wildlife sanctuary, catching every boss pal I could find. I was mainly looking for more shadow beaks and blaze mutts because I have a special plan for those two. After catching my third shadow beak, I went back to base and started smelting 42 pal metal ingots so I can finally start crafting some legendary spheres. And now that I had some better equipment, it was time to start getting my team as strong as possible. Astagon! Yes! Okay, I cannot mess this up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Once the mining base was fully completed, I went back to the desert village to buy more rifle and shotgun ammo because it was time to fight the 4th tower boss. All that grinding, all the ammo, and especially all the XP grinding was for this moment. I'm getting real close to day 100, and if I lose this fight, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So how about I don't mess this up? Oh, this is doing good damage. Alright, we did a good damage. We did some good damage. Let's keep the pressure on. And don't die. That's an important thing. Don't die. Damn it. Yormantide, take some of the pressure off. Nice. Help me with the damage. I gotta start doing more damage.
Get your ass back here, boy!
Alright, just don't even worry about the time, me. Just focus on gunning him down.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Alright. I'm not even paying attention to the time. I have been so silent. No, 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 no. Oh. How did I tank that? Come on. Oh, we are so close, actually. Yes! 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 Whoo! Now that's what I'm talking about! Another tower boss taken down and only one more to go and a ton of grinding. Yay! Thankfully, my second try at a mining base seems to be going real good. Why didn't I do this sooner? I don't know. Point is, metal is no longer an issue for me. The only issue I have right now is that my team isn't gonna cut it anymore, because I barely beat that last boss, and I still have one more tower boss to fight. Thankfully, I had a plan for this, which involves making more legendary spheres and catching more pals so I can get to level 50. And speaking of pals, I think it's time we pay an old friend a visit. Woo! Alright, Jermontide, you're my big player here. Oh, you taunting me? This man is feeling himself. Alright, go!
360
Go Shadowbeak! Die! Yes? Yes! Yes! Well, that was easy. I kind of like these easy boss fights, because now the only thing left to do besides beat the final boss tower is to capture all the legendaries. Speaking of legendaries, I think it's time for me to capture one. So after catching all the blaze mutts I could find, it was time to fight my first legendary pal, Frostallion. We want to dodge that. Alright, the fight's on. Let's see how much damage my assault rifle does! Burn it, burn it, burn it. Yes, big damage. What? Blazemut got injured? Oh, wait, no, not injured. He's dead. I'm giving you time, Blazemut. Just do you whenever you're ready. Alright, dude, this is going bad. No! Oh my gosh. Alright. Round 1 fail. Well, that was terrible. All that work and I didn't even get it to half health. Well, it's not called a legendary for nothing, which is exactly why I need it on my team. So, after sleeping the night away, I grabbed more cold resistant armor, flew on over to the arena, and began round 2. Oh, no, nope, you're not getting me with that. It's doing good. Alright. Already got to... Yeah, I can't even speak anymore. Woo! That was the cleanest dodge I ever did in this game. Woo! Come on, Blazemon, give me a burn.
Help me! Help me! You better stop!
Oh my gosh, this feels like an Elden Ring fight. Okay. Ragnarok? Buddy? I need you to do something. Come on, just a little bit more damage, boys. I just need your help for a little bit more. Ah! No! I got that... Really? Yeah, that happened. Out of all the times I could have gotten burn damage, it just had to be then. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy I beat it, but I was trying to catch it. So, after taking my anger out on this King Paka Christ, I went back to base to make more legendary spheres, which officially marks the start of day 100. Now, this should be the end of the video, but am I stopping? Hell no. I am beating this game, no matter how much pain I have to go through. So we are going into overtime. And first thing I needed to do was get more pal metal ingots smelting, so I can get the strongest armor in the game. With my defense now covered, I needed to start focusing on offense. So to solve that, I gave my Blazemut the Poison Blast skill, which would slowly chip away at its health. And this new strat turned out to be really effective. I was lowering its health, dodging attacks, everything was going great. Right until I got stuck on something and died. I am having so much fun right now. You thought I was mad? Why would you ever think that? Okay, let's try this one more time. And if this doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, I gotta be hyper aware. It's burned again, that's beautiful. Now! Woo! Oh, it's poison. Yes.
Get your ass back here, boy!
Woo! Alright, just take it slow. He's on fire. Oh, it's up there! What the hell? Why are you up there? Oh no, poison. Woo! Woo! Shield's back up. Good, 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 good. Yes? Come on. Yes, please. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Whoo! And that's how you do it, people. Only took me 4 tries, but I was finally able to capture my first legendary. Now I only have 3 more to go. But before I do any of that, we gotta do some grinding. Yay! Oh my god! Alright, boys. Time to take on Lylene Knock. Oh, let's see how much damage we do. Oh, right off the rip! Alright, I gotta be careful not to kill it. Yes! Come on! Yes! Yes! Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Hey, Astagon, take this fireball. Yes.
Hello there.
Take this fireball. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Go, Frostallion. Come on. Yes. Yeah. And after spending all those days getting my team as strong as they could get, I teleported to the lava biome because it was time to fight my second legendary, the Dragon of the Sky, Jetragon. Oh no, 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 no. No! Oh, dude, that move! Well, that ended terribly. Everything was going fine until he started launching lasers at me. But thanks to my good old friend, Infinite Respawns, I get to try this fight for a second time. Alright, I survived that. Alright, focus on me. I can dodge all day. Come on. Come on, Frostallion. We got this. Yormantai, you're not doing a good job of distracting. Yeah, you're not the only one that can shoot giant fireballs of death. Yes, you burned him. Yes, yes. Alright, a few more ticks of damage, and then I can start chucking legendaries. Yes. Come on. Yes! Second attempt! Whoo! Second legendary pal has been acquired, and it only took me 2 attempts this time. After such a climactic fight, I had no idea what to do with myself, so I paid a visit to my dear friend Blazemut, then I teleported back to base, reorganized my loot, and maxed out my Shadow Beak stats. This man's will be beast. I also made a meat cleaver, because apparently if you unalive an alpha pal, there is a small chance for them to drop a legendary schematic. So I tried it out on an alpha Blazemut. Oh! Well, that was a bust, but thankfully we have another alpha Blazemut who happily offered himself as tribute. Damn it. So, with no more Blazemuts to sacrifice to the RNG gods, I spent the rest of the day farming more metal. Day 113 was the start of a trend for the rest of this video, because when I wasn't catching legendaries, I was catching more pals for XP, farming resources, crafting items, catching more pals, farming more resources because making pal spheres is real expensive, made a Frostallion saddle, and this man's is beast. Then I went back to base to catch more pals. Did I mention I was catching pals yet? Because if I hadn't, well, let me tell you, I'm catching more pals. Then I farmed more metal, farmed more alpha pals, made more ultra spheres, caught more pals, which took me into day 118, where I was slowly losing my mind. So to prevent my brain from rotting away, I fought Frostallion again, because I wanted to see if it would give me a fat chunk of XP, because, well, it's a legendary. Sadly though, it didn't give me the XP I was hoping for, so I went back to base where I started crafting more legendary spheres, because I was getting ready to fight the last 2 legendaries I have yet to capture, Necromus and Palladius. Before I fought them though, I paid a visit to my dear old friend, the Alpha Suzaku, hoping that the game would finally show mercy upon me and give me that legendary shotgun schematic. Yo! Let's go! legendary pump! Well, that was incredibly lucky. Now, let's see if that luck translates to me catching these last 2 legendaries. Blazemon, sacrifice yourself!
What the dog doing? 360.
Ow! No! Aw, damn. Yeah, so that was terrible. Honestly, it's just become a trend at this point that I die on my first attempt. So, by that logic, this next attempt should end with me capturing both of them. Right? Alright, the Chromus is going down. He's burning alive and everything. Okay. Yes! Poison him! Poison this man! Come on. Yes! Yes! This is why we make a ton of legendary spheres, people. Come on. Yes! Woo! Now that was awesome. That right there was probably my favorite fight in this entire video. Heck, I was so happy with my victory, I went to go celebrate with my dear friend, the Alpha Dynasum, but I don't think he appreciated my celebration. Back at base, I looked at how many resources I was gonna need to craft my legendary boomstick, and that is a lot of resources. But who cares, because I need all the firepower I can get. So after spending damn near 6 minutes crafting the thing, I finally had myself a legendary weapon. And just to look at that damage. Well, now that I completed the Paldex and caught all the legendaries, the only thing left before challenging the final boss is to get to level 50. So enjoy this montage. Yes. No! Yes! Chill it. Level 50, baby. Finally, I can stop catching pals. Thank you, game. Now that I'm level 50, I can now start crafting the saddle for the legendary dragon of the sky, Jetragon. So once I got back to base, I made a ton of circuit boards, and on the morning of day 124, I was able to make the Jetragon missile launcher. And by God is he fast, and he's also insanely powerful. Well, I think that's everything at this point. The only thing left to do now is to fight the last tower boss. I have all my weapons, a whole team made up of the strongest boys, and a rocket launcher. There is nothing else I can bring for this fight. I had so much fun in this game, and it would be a real shame to lose on the final boss. So, with that being said, let's get this show on the road. Alright, Jetragon, you're up! Oh my! Woo! Alright, I gotta dodge, I gotta dodge. Son of a... Oh, alright, we dodged that. Don't look at the time, just keep firing. Ow! Alright, come on, just get my shotgun up.
Tasty.
I know you guys are hungry, just keep firing. No! Oh, we are so close. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Whoo! Now that is what I'm talking about. Wow, all that prep and I barely beat it. All I gotta say is thank you, Assault Rifle, and screw you, Shotgun. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have beaten all of Palworld, and it only took me 124 days. I know I went over the 100 days mark, but honestly, 100 days isn't enough to truly experience just how fun this game is. And when this game adds more content, I'll definitely come back for another video. So, with that being said, I'll see you all in the next adventure. Take care.